Hey, what's up, y'all? What's poppin'? It's D. About to react to this vid by Lovely TTV. This is Lebron, Floyd, and Dr.Umar speak on Kyrie Irving's drama. Full breakdown. I have no idea what's going on with this whole situation. I have seen his name in the headlines, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he said or what's happening with this situation. Did he get kicked off, the team he was on? I don't know. I don't follow sports closely like that whatsoever, so I'm out of the loop. But, this is a full breakdown, so we're going to see what's going on. Let's watch.
One of the most controversial amendments in this day and age is the First Amendment. A lot of people believe that the First Amendment equates freedom of speech without any restrictions, but a lot of other people believe very differently. So while understanding this dilemma, people need to realize that freedom of speech, just like anything else, has stipulations,
making it
not really, quote unquote, freedom of speech. A perfect example of this is standing up in a crowded movie theater and yelling fire just because you can. Well, if you decide to do that, the First Amendment will not protect you. Freedom of speech is the right to communicate one's opinions and ideas without fear of government retaliation or censorship. It seems like more and more that freedom is being tested every day, and it's causing a major racial divide all across the U.S. Hello and welcome to Lovely TTV. Today we're going to be talking about the whole Kyrie Irving and Kanye West situation. They are currently trending all over Twitter on this Good Sunday, okay? What is going on right now is that Kyrie Irving has definitely been going through it. So let me bring you guys back a bit. So what basically happened is that nobody at all, Kyrie Irving took to social media. And so basically what happened is that on October 28th, Kyrie Irving took to his social media page and he decided to basically share an Amazon link to a documentary on Amazon I had never heard of, but it's called Hebrew to Negro, Wake Up Black America. So soon after that, he caught a lot of backlash because they said that the documentary had a bunch of anti-Semitic things in there. And so he was getting a lot of backlash on Twitter. So then Kyrie took to Twitter and he said this: "I'm an omnist, and I mean no disrespect to anyone's religious beliefs. The anti-Semitic label that's being pushed on me is not justified and does not reflect the reality or the truth I live in every day. I embrace and want to learn from all walks of life and religion." And so he wrote that, and then he went on to say this: "Mom, thank you for naming me Kyrie. I am grateful you hid me from the world long enough until I was ready to understand who I am. My roots and my ancestors lead me back to Africa, and I am damn proud to understand all of the knowledge that was left behind for application." So that is what Kyrie Irving wrote. And so he was still facing a lot of backlash. So then what happened was the very next day on October 29th, after the Celtics had played the Nets, Nick Friedel, a reporter, he was basically asking Kyrie Irving what he meant by posting those tweets. And Kyrie Irving was basically saying, I have the right to share a link and share any documentary. And, this doesn't have anything to do with anti-Semitism. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch the video.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative.
What is the narrative
he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I'm just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of
it out there, people are going to say that you are
promoting. Yeah, put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but it's not
You put things out there for a living, right?
Right, but my stuff is not
so let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize
How
me
is
here.
it?
I'm not
They're
doing
not
that.
saying. I'm so
I can
confused.
post whatever I want, so
You post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making
did,
up, bro. Move on.
but by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question. Next
anybody
question. Do you
is
guys
gonna
have any
look
more
at it,
questions?
and they're gonna say,
You guys have any more
This is
questions?
anti-Semitic
Because this is going to be a clip.
beliefs.
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
but you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God! Let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball related.
All right, so then we fast forward to November 3rd. And so on November 3rd, Kyrie issued a statement along with the Brooklyn Nets, and they basically had announced this. They said that
what
on
did he
Wednesday, they will both, so not only Kyrie, but the Brooklyn Nets, they will donate $500,000 towards anti-hate organizations due to Kyrie Irving tweeting a documentary that was deemed to be...
I'm still trying to understand what was stated in the documentary that was so outlandish or anti-Semitic. Like, what was stated? What are the main talking points? What message is being conveyed in the documentary? I don't understand.
Anti-Semitic.
I still
Between
am
Irving, the
confused.
Nets, and the Anti-Defamation League, a nonprofit organization devoted to fighting anti-Semitism and all sorts of hate that undermine justice and fair treatment for every individual. Kyrie then goes on to say he took responsibility for the negative impact that his posts may have had towards the Jewish community. He says, I oppose all forms of hatred and oppression and stand strong with the communities that are marginalized and impacted every day. I am aware of the negative impact of my post towards the Jewish community.
Oh,
and I
so
take
he's saying he's
responsibility.
aware.
I do not believe everything in the documentary was true or reflects my morals and principles. I am a human being learning from all walks of life, and I intend to do so with an open mind and willingness to listen. So for my family and I, we meant no harm to any group, race, or religion of people and wish to only be a beacon of truth and light. So that was a statement that was released to CNN.
Okay.
And then later on that day, Kyrie was once again confronted by a reporter, and Kyrie stood his ground. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch this.
Do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm going to repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not going to turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
So then once that video went viral on the 3rd, it came out that the Brooklyn Nets were basically going to suspend Kyrie for 5 games without pay.
Ooh.
And that was going to be a lot of money, right? So they decided to suspend him. And then
At
as
least
of
5
yesterday,
games.
Nike came out with this announcement that shocked a lot of people. So basically, Nike decided to suspend their relationship with Kyrie Irving. They said that they will not be
no more
releasing
shoes?
his new sneaker, the Kyrie 8s, which was expected to debut
What they
this
look like?
month. And they released this statement. They said, at Nike, we believe that there's no place for hate speech, and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism. We are deeply saddened and disappointed by the situation.
It's so unfortunate that these corporations, they are swayed so heavily by the public. So if the public is saying, no, how could you work with this person? They're terrible. I'm no longer supporting you. They like, all right, cool. We hear y'all loud and clear. Hey, you celebrity, we ain't fucking with you no more. We cutting ties with you. Like, it's so sad.
And its impact on everyone.
Whether they agree or not, they feel like they have to do that.
Really big bag right there. I mean, they were going to release his shoes, the Kyrie 8s. People have been waiting for these shoes for months.
Really?
And so they're basically backing away from him. They're saying that between the whole NBA 5-day suspension and the Nike bag, he basically lost out on $2.2 million. So this whole situation is crazy. So right now, currently on Twitter, him and Kanye are trending because, as we all know, all of these companies backed up.
I'm tired of Kanye. Please.
Kanye has lost millions of dollars, including his school and all types of stuff.
Why is Diddy trending?
And so now people are
Diddy
really
trending
on
more than
one
that.
side
What the
or
fuck he
another,
do?
and you have these burning parties going on. During the height of Kanye's controversy, there was a Jewish man in Florida who burned $15,000 worth of Yeezys.
I
And
bet
it
it's
went
your buddy.
viral all over social media. Well, today, some black men are burning their Nikes to stand in solidarity with Kyrie Irving, saying that it wasn't fair, you know, that he lost his bag and that Nike's getting rid of the shoes. So I want y'all to watch both of these videos. It's getting really nuts out here.
We are continuing the campaign for anti-Semitism and anti-hate. These are pair number 7. They are going to be burned.
Danny Schiff from Miami, Florida, posted videos on TikTok showing him burning his Yeezy collection. Yeezy, of course, is a collaboration between...
I even forgot what
Adidas
Kanye
and
said. What did he
West.
say?
It's pair number 8. The next pair of Yeezys, they are going to be burned. Kanye West is continuing to spread his hate and talk his It's time that everybody drops it.
Danny told Inside Edition Digital he burned 10 pairs of shoes over a course of a few days.
So this is what Kanye's career looks like today. These are the Yeezys that I've decided to burn. I never thought I'm going to say this, but I have a newfound...
I don't understand when people do this. I'm sorry.
For putting up with that.
If you don't want to no longer support them, cool. But
He
you
also
burn your
gave
own
others
money, like
the
what?
incentive
All
to
right.
burn their shoes.
I guess
I
it's
would
to make
like
a
to
statement.
offer the opportunity
Show rich ass.
for
Look here.
anyone who wants to join this campaign and burn their Yeezys. If
That they pay
burn them
money for?
and they tag me and post it, I will repost and I will make a donation of 2 pairs of shoes for every 1 pair that you burn and send me.
Danny made good on his promise.
So here we are, buying the 16 pairs as promised for the homeless.
He also addressed comments asking why he didn't donate his shoes instead of burning them.
I don't want anyone to wear this piece of so what I'm gonna
Not
do
even homeless people who don't have no
is
shoes.
triple the value of these shoes to the homeless shelters.
But sure, he bought other shoes for them, so he made up for that, I guess.
As for the rest of the 45-pair collection,
Another 25 pairs of Yeezys, and then I will triple
You
whatever
love
I
them
collect
shoes.
to donate to a charity that deals with hate, racism, and anti-Semitism.
What did Kanye
On behalf
say?
of
Child, I'm so
Kanye West,
confused.
whose career is now... I don't give no damn about it. Yeah, this is what we got to do to all them Nikes, y'all. And them Adidas. It ain't about what you wear, it's about who wear it. How y'all gonna denounce that man because he a Jew, man? We all Jews. That's what I'm talking about. We all Jews. Y'all gotta throw it away, man. Burn it. 'Cause I don't give no damn about it.
Is that what the documentary is saying? Is
saw
that
both of those videos of
we're all
people
Jews?
burning, shoes, things that they purchased to make a point. So what's even more interesting
Is that
is
what's so
LeBron
hateful?
James was then confronted about the whole Kyrie Irving situation in an interview. And this is what LeBron James had to say. I want y'all to go ahead and check this out.
I can tell you it's simple. Me personally, I don't condone any hate to any kind, to any race.
I don't think him and Kyrie ever fuck with each other anyway, so this is not
Black
surprising.
communities, to Asian communities, you guys know where I stand, and it's part of the reason why I didn't air the shop episode, why we kicked that, out of the archives, because there was hate conversation going on there, and I don't represent that.
Kyrie?
There's no place in this world for it. Nobody can benefit from that, and I believe what Kyrie did caused some harm to a lot of people. And he has since, over the last, I think, today or was it yesterday, he apologized. But he caused some harm. And
All these
I think it's
reports
unfortunate, but I
from
don't
all
know.
these different news
All right,
outlets,
so you
and
guys
nobody's.
just saw LeBron James. He was definitely backing away from Kyrie Irving. Other people like Charles Barkley had also caught out Kyrie Irving as well. So once he started getting backlash and really no support from other people in the NBA, so yesterday night he decided to finally post another apology. because he didn't have any support of really anybody in the NBA. And the Nets stated that, you know, he had 2 times to disavow his comments and he chose not to. And so this is what the Brooklyn Nets had to say. We have made repeated attempts to help Kyrie Irving understand the harm and danger of his words and actions, which began with him publicizing a film containing deeply disturbing anti-Semitic hate. So that is what the Brooklyn Nets had to say. And then shortly after that, he had the suspension from Nike. And then last night, Kyrie Irving finally took to social media to issue another apology, and this is what he said. He says, while doing research on YHWH, I posted a documentary that contained some false anti-Semitic statements, narratives, and language that were untrue and offensive to the Jewish race/religion, and I take full accountability and responsibility for my actions. I am grateful to have a big platform to share knowledge, and I want to move forward by having an open dialogue to learn more and grow from this. To all the Jewish families and community that are hurt and affected by my post, I am deeply sorry to have caused you pain, and I apologize. I initially reacted out of emotion to unjustly being labeled anti-Semitic, instead of focusing on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters that were hurt from the hateful remarks made in the documentary. I want to clarify any conclusion on where I stand fighting against anti-Semitism by apologizing for posting the documentary without context and a factual explanation outlining the specific beliefs in the documentary that I agreed with and disagreed with. I had no intention to disrespect any Jewish cultural history regarding the Holocaust or perpetuate any hate. I am learning from this unfortunate event, and I hope we can find understanding between us all. I am no different than any other human being. I'm a seeker of truth and knowledge, and I know who I am. Kyrie. So that is what Kyrie Irving had to say. So like I said, today him and Kanye are trending, and people are having major back and forths on Twitter. So while it seems like many people in the NBA are not willing to stand next to Kyrie Irving, it looks like Dr.Umar Johnson is coming full force ahead. He did like an hour live stream over the weekend, and clips of it went viral all over Twitter.
Oh, he about to be on Kyrie's side.
And basically in this live stream, he's going in on like all the people in media, especially black media. He goes in on LeBron James and, you know, several other people for not having Kyrie Irving's back. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a clip right here.
Richard Jefferson, I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
Okay.
Stephen A. Smith, I sentence you to 4,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
I'm about to see what was said, because they not saying. I really thought
you both to 2,500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man. Michael Wilbon, you fat, bald-headed, no-neck midget, I sentence you to 3,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man. Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp, you're the biggest and strongest of everybody on the list, so I'm going to have to sentence you for 10,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man and saying that no black woman can make you happy. 10,000 lashes for Snow Bunny Shannon Sharp.
That's what he said, not Shannon.
Don't hate your head, Kyrie Irving, because they wasn't going to stand up for you. Them NBA Negroes, they are too in love with that paycheck and them snow bunnies and that materialistic lifestyle. Nobody was going to stand with you, brother. They was going to leave you out there to dry.
All right, so you guys just saw that clip.
I did not know Shannon said that.
Now, I want to talk about another clip that's also going viral on social media. This particular video is of Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather is basically, you know, big upping Kyrie and, you know, having his back and really showing him solidarity. So a lot of news outlets posted this, including MSN and a few other outlets. So people thought that basically Floyd Mayweather was giving Kyrie Irving support during all his controversy with the Jewish community. But upon further digging, it is shown that video is old, and he made that video to support Kyrie Irving when everybody was going in on him last year concerning the vaccine.
About the Holocaust? So
if you guys are seeing this video all over Twitter and you guys are seeing it all over Instagram, it is due to the vaccine and not due to this current situation that Kyrie Irving's in, because a lot of people were worried, like, you know, is Floyd Mayweather going to get canceled? What's going to happen to Floyd Mayweather? But it's really tied to the vaccine video and not the current controversy that Kyrie Irving's involved in, so I wanted to make that clear. But now, another thing that's come out is that if Kyrie Irving wants to come back and play for the Brooklyn Nets, they are saying that he has to do 6 different things before he will be allowed to come back. And so I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what they had to say. They said in order for him to be reinstated by the team, Irving must fulfill 6 requirements, including apologize and condemn the film that he promoted, make a $500,000 donation to an anti-hate cause,
the same?
complete sensitivity training, complete anti-Semitism training, meet with the ADL and Jewish leaders, meet with the team owner, Joe Tice, to demonstrate an understanding of the situation. So they're not just going to let him walk back on the team after being, after sitting out 5 games. He has to complete
They want
each
him
of
to
these steps
condemn the
in
film?
order for him to be reinstated. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this goes after his suspension. I think this entire situation is unfortunate. But like I always say, yes, we do have freedom of speech, but there's no such thing as real freedom of speech, because with anything you do and say, there can always be potential consequences. We're living in a whole different day and time, and so people are really going to have to understand, are certain battles worth it?
And when people say, oh, you're supposed to have freedom of speech, like, let's not be dumb. If you go to work and you see your boss and be like, you bitch ass Trump asshole, they have the right to fire you. Like, it's not like, oh, wait, I thought I had freedom of speech. That's not how it works. So that whole narrative don't make sense to me. Like, oh, I guess we don't have freedom of speech. Not in that sense. Like, what? You aren't free of consequences.
I don't know. That's for y'all to decide. So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping.
But as far as this particular situation, I can't really speak on it because even after watching this full breakdown, I still don't know what's going on. Even after scrolling on my phone just now and looking at 3 different articles, I'm like scrolling through to see if they go over the talking points of the documentary or highlight, what was stated that was specifically so anti-Semitic, and I didn't see anything. So I'm still very confused about, what the message of the documentary was. But he even came out and said that, he doesn't agree with some things and there were some false, hateful comments that were made. So it's like, what were those comments? So I can't really speak on it because I don't know what was stated. I do know that if this was reversed and there was a white athlete who posted some anti-black shit and was like, oh yeah, this is what I believe, or, I would feel some type of way about that. So I think it is important to look at it from all sides. But again, I don't know if that's a fair comparison because I don't know what the fuck was said. So that might not be, an adequate comparison to what his situation is. I don't fucking know because they're not saying. Even the reporters were dancing around it. LeBron making his, statement. He's not specifically saying. Everybody is being really hush-hush about what was stated, which I think is odd. It's what the fuck was said? I'm so confused. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.